Dear students, welcome to Game 18, Gross and Microscopy Explained. I hope you people are able to make a diagnosis from the first cover page itself. What is this and this? We shall be seeing. Yes, it is rhinosporidiosis. It can be a short note, it can be a spotter, or a slide for description. The general features. It is caused by Rhinosporidium seabury. It is a parasite by nature, protestant parasite of fish or cyanobacter. The common sites are larynx, pharynx, nasopharynx, and conjunctiva. And the source of infection will be contaminated stagnant water in the swimming pools or in the lakes and ponds. And the other source of infection will be the horses. It is also equally affected as man. The common countries where it is found is India, Sri Lanka, and South America. And it presents as a polypoidal or a proliferating lesion. Look at these two pictures. One is a conjunctiva. I am finding a polypoidal lesion that is projecting almost out of the eye. And in another, it is a nasal polyp that is blocking one nostril. And the color is reddish. It almost resembles a granulation tissue. And this is the life cycle of it. You find that there can be the release of the organism and then it infects the people who are swimming in the water. And it can get lodged in areas such as the nose, cooler parts of the body, and it develops into a polypoidal mass. And the histology of this we shall be seeing in the subsequent pictures. And the source of this picture is given here. This is a slide that will definitely be kept for the examination. Kindly follow it. In this one, I am finding an epithelium. There are two types of epithelium. One is the columnar epithelium. Another, it resembles a squamous epithelium. That is called a transitional epithelium. Normally, we think transitional epithelium is present only in the urinary bladder, but here it is a transition from one type of epithelium to another, and hence it is called transitional. And coming to the lesion proper, I am finding two large nodules and they are called sporangium. Sporangium is the large cystic lesion that I am seeing. And there are a lot of the circular dot-like structures I am finding, innumerable in number. So that is there. So it is sporangium with endospores. And these are found within the nose or the larynx. And this is the supporting stroma. See here, there is a lot of edema. I identify edema by means of the separation of the tissue. And I am also finding small dark blue uniform cells. Diagnosis lymphocytes. So lymphocytic infiltrate, sporangium with endospores, and the epithelium. Please remember these three things and describe. This is another picture. As I told you earlier, here I am finding some clear cells of the goblet cells and the pseudostratified columnar epithelium. At the other end, it is getting replaced into a squamous-like epithelium. This is called transitional. So, there is a pseudostratified columnar epithelium. The stroma here is edematous. Edema means separation of the cells and it is infiltrated with dispersed lymphocytes. This is the lesion. So in one, I am finding a large sporangium, but as in the previous slide, there are no endospores. It appears empty. In this case, I am finding a sporangium again, and they are getting dispersed. You find that the spores are getting dispersed. Look at this particular area, they are getting dispersed. And in the third one, again, I am finding only a proteinaceous material. The sporangium may be completely filled with spores, or it can be empty, or sometimes it can be collapsed and boat-shaped. This will be the histology of rhinosporidiosis. The only differential diagnosis for you people will be an allergic polyp. An allergic polyp is a different slide that also I'll be focusing, but in that there will not be any sporangium and endospores. It is very easy for you people to diagnose. Microscopy, sporangium with endospores, spherical, and the spores are numerous. Some are ruptured and empty. Some have collapsed and appear boat-like in appearance. And this picture, it shows the dispersal of the spores. Remember two types of epithelia, and the stroma is edematous infiltrated with lymphocytes. The lining epithelium is, you can write this one, I have already described. Anyway, I'll read it again. The lining epithelium is pseudostratified, ciliated columnar, numerous sporangium with endospores, surrounded by an edematous stroma, infiltrated with chronic cells such as inflammatory cells such as lymphocytes, plasma cells, and rarely eosinophils. See you in game 19.